We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Corey Littleton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. So they will accept the penalty. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway in Foxborough.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jack Youngblood. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On play action, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Off the RPO, he completes it. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
there to make the grab. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Brady's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go. Brady now to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Get up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Hey, check it. Mike 20. Watch the curve.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady
swinging this out wide here for Cook.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Give him the completion, no gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, powering his way through. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good, and then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And in for the Lions touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Brady now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 20. Sugar. 53 Linda. Ozzy.
To throw is Brady. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Brady now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady to throw again. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. On 2nd and goal, Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to...
And it'll be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll throw now on the final play. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Now that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Judy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? To throw is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And Succop will put this one right through. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 34. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the